Let's talk about taming the beast that is the SAP Material Master. If you've ever found yourself fighting the system just to create a material, wondering why on earth you can't control the screen, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to dive in and show you exactly how to get a grip on your screens and, maybe finally fix some of those data quality nightmares. I mean, just picture it. You're in MM01, you're staring at this screen, and it is just packed with fields. Some you need, some you've never even touched, and some you're just screaming internally, why isn't this mandatory? It's a classic SAP moment, isn't it? That feeling that the screen is working against you, not for you. Well, here's the good news. You absolutely can control it. The secret, the key to the whole thing, is a powerful piece of customizing called field selection. Seriously, this is your ticket to turning that cluttered, generic screen into a streamlined, error-proof tool that's actually built for how your business works. So, how does this whole thing actually work? Well, it all boils down to 4 pretty simple states you can assign to almost any field on the screen. Think of this as your personal toolkit for building the perfect user experience and, more importantly, for guaranteeing good, clean data. Okay, so your power comes from these 4 options, and their impact is huge. First, you can set a field to hide. This is fantastic for just getting rid of clutter, all those fields your business never ever uses. Gone. Then you can set it to display, which makes it read-only. Perfect for reference data that people need to see but absolutely shouldn't change. Then you've got required entry, and this is your #1 weapon for data quality. It forces users to put in that critical info. And finally, optional entry, which is, the default for most fields. Now, hold on. Before you go on a hiding spree, here is a huge warning. Some fields, like the base unit of measure, are hardwired into SAP. The system itself needs them to function. If you hide one of these core fields, you will cause program errors. So the big takeaway here is customize with purpose, but always, always respect the system's fundamental needs.
All right, so we know what's possible. Now let's pull back the curtain a little bit and look at the 2 key concepts in the configuration that actually make all of this magic happen. It's not as scary as it sounds, I promise.
First up is something called the field selection group. And honestly, this is a pretty clever move by SAP. Instead of making you manage hundreds of individual fields one by one, they bundle them into these logical groups. So, let's say you want to make all the weight and dimension fields mandatory. You don't have to edit 5 different fields. You just change the setting for that one group. It's just so much more efficient. The second piece of this puzzle is the field reference. Okay, this is the brain of the operation. It's what connects a business situation, like your material type, to your screen settings. I mean, you'd want different fields for finished goods than you would for raw materials, right? Well, the field reference is the thing that tells the system, hey, when the material type is a finished good, use this set of rules for the screen. Simple as that. So with those 2 ideas, field groups and field references in our back pocket, let's put it all together. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Here is the exact 7-step guide to take you from theory to a live, customized, and much, much smarter screen. Yep, it all comes down to a clear 7-step process. Ready? Let's get into it. Okay, let's walk through this. Step 1, you gotta identify the field group. Find out which control group your target field belongs to. Step 2, and this is a critical safety check. Check the other fields in that group. Remember, you're changing the whole group, so you have to know what else you're about to affect. Step 3, decide on the scope. Is this change right for every field in that group? If not, you might need to move your field to a custom group first. Step 4, determine your influencer. What's the trigger? Are you changing the screen for a specific material type or maybe for a particular plant? Step 5, find the field reference key that's already assigned to that influencer. Step 6 is where the action happens. Modify that reference, or even better, create a new one with your changes. And finally, step 7, the one you can't skip, test your settings. You have to be absolutely sure they work like you want them to without breaking something else. Okay, so you've done the configuration, you've tested it, everything looks amazing, you're ready to go. But wait, before you push this to your live production system, there is one last, absolutely critical check you have to perform. Please don't skip this. And here is the massive pitfall you have to avoid. Just imagine you have, say, 10,000 materials already in your system. If you suddenly make a field mandatory, the system might not let you save any changes to those old records until you fill in that new data for all 10,000 of them. You see the problem? You have to plan for this and do your data cleanup before you make the change live. So what's the big takeaway from all this? Field selection isn't just some tiny technical tweak. It's a strategic tool. When you thoughtfully set up your screens, you are directly preventing the bad data that leads to inventory errors, production delays, and procurement headaches. You're making the entire process better, simpler, and safer for everyone. So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you know how to build a smarter screen, what's the very first change you're going to make to improve your company's data quality? Take this knowledge and go make a real difference.
Hey everyone!